Dear me. So apparently everyone's talking about this intermittent fasting thing, where within a 24-hour period, you may eat for 8 hours and then fast for 16, or fast for 18 and then have a 6-hour feeding window. I mean, it sounds simple enough, right? Yeah, but it also sounds kind of insane. Fasting. You mean that thing that bald-headed monks do on mountaintops while meditating about existence and drinking air tea? And you're not exactly monk material, pal. I mean, you panic when the Wi-Fi drops. Yeah, I know, but this isn't necessarily about spiritual enlightenment. It's actually science, or should I say, the science-based evidence is finally catching up with what Jesus Christ commanded his disciples to do. Yeah, he even told them to fast. That would be the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 16 of the Bible. Anyway, so I saw this video, and it was talking about something called autophagy or autophagy. Autophagy? I mean, it sounds like an Autobot from the Transformers, or some totally useless feature that comes up on our truck's dashboard. Yeah, that's true. All jokes aside, though, autophagy is your body's way of cleaning up damaged cells. It's kind of like internal spring cleaning. You see, when you stop eating for a while, your body stops focusing on digestion and starts to repair itself, like an overnight janitor for your organs. So you're saying if we skip breakfast, we're going to turn into Wolverine of the X-Men or something? Well, sort of. Studies show fasting can reduce inflammation, lower insulin levels, improve brain function, and even help burn fat. It's been shown to help with type 2 diabetes, heart health, and maybe even longevity. Man, please. You can't even go 3 hours without a snack. The last time you skipped lunch, you yelled at a vending machine like it stole something from you before you even put any money in it. Yeah, I know. That only happened one time, though, I think. Man, the definition of hangry in the dictionary has your picture next to it. So how you gonna go that long without eating? Yeah, that may be true, but hey, we can give it a try. I know you've heard people saying that this is just another get fit quick diet scheme, but it's not a fad. Even research from Harvard and Johns Hopkins shows fasting can regulate hormones, lower risk of chronic diseases, and sharpen your focus. You see, your hunter-gatherer ancestors went without food for really long periods of time. 1,000 years ago, there weren't dollar stores on every corner, and people weren't eating 6 times a day while stuffing protein bars in their pockets. Yeah, but people may have also gotten eaten by saber-toothed tigers, too. That doesn't mean that's what I want happening to me. Yeah, I hear you, but that doesn't mean that we can't make the comparison. The human body and food still generally work the same way now as they did back then. The big difference is that now our diets are made up of mostly toxic food-like substances that are intentionally manufactured to keep us addicted and sick. You know, unlike the food that people ate for thousands of years, things like veggies and animal meat. Man, you remember that video we watched about that former food industry bigwig turned whistleblower? And how he spilled the beans about the food industry being bought up by the cigarette industry? Yeah. Well, I'll make note of that down below. We'll check it out later. All right, we'll do that. We'll check it out. But see, we've gotten so used to constantly eating what's called the standard American diet all day, which has the perfect acronym, the standard American diet, the SAD. Yeah. Our constant sad all-day eating has our insulin constantly turned on like a light switch, stuck in the on position when it's bedtime. It's like your body never gets a break. It never gets an opportunity to rest, recover, and reset. It's just repeat refeeds of rubbish around the clock, and the abundant excess gets packed around your waistline, and it's hanging. It's sagging over your belt. The constant snacking means constant fat storage. But Fasting gives your body time to burn the fat instead of just adding more and more and more and more to the unwanted collection. And I know you're probably asking yourself, what? You just stop eating for 16 or 18 hours of the day and suddenly you're a fat-burning machine? Well, the answer to that question is basically yeah. Your body switches from burning glucose to burning fat for energy. It's called metabolic flexibility. Think of it like switching from cheap gas to premium fuel. Well, that's pretty hard to imagine coming from someone who literally microwaves day-old coffee for fuel. Yeah, you got me again. I do that. True. But look, this should not be too hard to imagine. Just don't eat for 16 hours, which includes your normal 8 hours of sleep, and then give yourself an 8-hour feeding window, say noon to 8 p.m. It's really just spacing meals differently. So you just skip breakfast, basically. But that also means no waking up for midnight snacks. Yeah, and no pancakes in the morning either. Pancakes you shouldn't be eating anyway, period. So yeah, for someone who's never done it, it might sound like medieval torture, but when you think about it, you already fast every night. It's called sleep. And when you think about it that way, you realize that intermittent fasting just stretches that a few more hours. Yeah, I know. Stretching sounds like exercise and you're terrified about where this is going, right? But it's not even that hard once your body adapts to it. Honestly, you get fewer cravings, more energy, mental clarity. Celebrities do it, athletes do it, even doctors who aren't tied to big pharma are now beginning to recommend it. Oh, the old big pharma doesn't want you to know angle, huh? Well, yeah, think about it. Fasting doesn't require pills, powders, or prescriptions. You can't patent not eating. There's no money in it. There's no money in telling people, hey, skip breakfast and you might fix your metabolism. You see? It makes sense, right? Yeah, the breakfast bar and cereal companies are going to have a meltdown. Probably already are. Decades of this breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Man, that's a slogan that was literally a marketing tactic invented by the big food industry. That's not science. So what I'm saying is, the reason your doctor doesn't recommend fasting is because no one makes money in it. Period. If fasting were a pill, it'd be the most prescribed drug in history. It helps regulate insulin, supports heart health, and even shows promise in reducing neurodegenerative risks like Alzheimer's. And yet, here you are about to stuff your pie hole with chips at midnight again. Well, man, look, fasting only helps after you discipline yourself to start doing it. And I'm sure your stomach can handle 16 hours of silence, regardless of your pessimistic perspective. Look, I think your belly's going to be just fine. Most of the time you think you're hungry, you're just thirsty, really. Probably dehydrated. So fill up on water. You can have things like black coffee, maybe some green tea. Just don't add any sugar or cream to them. A true fast means 0 calories. Yeah, well, people also run marathons. That doesn't mean that we should. Come on, man. This could actually reset your metabolism, help you lose some weight you've been trying to get off, boost your focus, and maybe even add some years to your life. Or you could just do the same old same, eat those chips and enjoy the rest of your years. Sorta. But man, that's the problem. You've been enjoying your way into bigger pant sizes every year, year after year, and it's time for a change. And look, if you end up starving to death from malnutrition, tomorrow, I promise I'll revive you by ordering a pizza for you. How about that? All right? Deal? Deal. Cool. Let's just start slow. Maybe with a 12-hour fast and then a 12-hour feeding window. We'll do that first, and as your body adapts, maybe we can work up to a 16-hour fast. And before you know it, a 24-hour fast will be easy peasy. Easy peasy, yeah, that's what you told me about jogging and learning Spanish and doing your laundry. Yeah, but this time, man, we got the science on our side. We got the truth, and we even have Jesus for that matter, right? Yeah, you also had science on your side when you tried making those keto pancakes. How'd that turn out? All right, you got me. One step at a time, okay? Tomorrow, no breakfast, okay? And tonight, no chips, okay? Tomorrow's fast starts tomorrow, not next week. You got this, man. You got this. We're in this together, all right? Let's get it. Intermittent fasting, here we come. Much love, sincerely, me. Dear you, please like and subscribe. We might be able to help someone move from the sad diet community into the glad diet community. We can do this. We can do it together. Please like and subscribe. The end.